Today, we are back at the Magic Kingdom since Disney has officially changed Light Lane. I thought I would see how many rides we can do in a day at Magic Kingdom and if it is better than Genie Plus. So, let's go ahead and have a great day adventure. Now, because of the new Light Lane feature, you might be wondering what this new system is at Walt Disney World. Well, in short, it's basically a mix of FastPass Plus and the Light Lane service that was offered through Disney Genie Plus. This new system allows guests to skip the standby line and join a shorter wait for select attractions and plan ahead just like FastPass Plus was years ago. Resort guests can book 7 days in advance before their park visit, while all other guests can start booking 3 days in advance before they visit. You can only select 3 attractions when choosing your experiences, as you can either get 1 Tier 1 attraction and 2 Tier 2 attractions for every park besides Animal Kingdom, or 3 of the Tier 2 attractions. After you've deemed your selection, you can then use the app to check availability for another multi-pass experience to add to your plans. The reason why there is tiers is because the higher an attraction can see demand, the higher it is on a tier. For example, on the Tier 1 system at Magic Kingdom, there is Jungle Cruise, Space Mountain, Peter Pan, Tiana's, and Big Thunder Mountain, while there is Pirates, Haunted Mansion, and Small World on Tier 2. And also, if you want to hop from park to park, you can do that with the multi-pass at multiple parks as soon as you tap into your first Light Lane reservation, and unlike Genie Plus, it is free for now. You can also purchase the new system on the My Disney Experience app, where you'll need to go on the app and then select Light Lane passes from your home screen. And then you'll need to select the date and park you'll be visiting, and then choose the initial experiences and arrival windows prior to buying it. You can start buying the passes at 7 a.m. on the first day of eligibility, and while you can only select 3 of the multi-pass experiences, you can only select 2 Light Lane single passes per day. For a Light Lane multi-pass, this is very similar to the regular Light Lane, where you can get majority of the attractions, with the exception of the high demand rides. Meanwhile, for Light Lane single pass, this is where you can purchase per ride for the higher demand rides. For purchasing, it's mostly similar to the former Genie Plus system, where multi-pass is going to be around $20 to $39, and select single pass attractions will be around $14 to $25, as pricing will depend on when you visit. The more busier a park is, the more expensive Light Lane will be. If you buy a multi-pass, there's over 17 different attractions you can reserve at Magic Kingdom. For example, you can get Jungle Cruise, Pirates of the Caribbean, Tiana's Adventure, Big Thunder Mountain, Haunted Mansion, It's a Small World, Space Mountain, Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, and many more attractions that are available. Meanwhile, in the single pass, you can get rides such as Tron, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train at Magic Kingdom, Guardians Galaxy at Epcot, Rise of Resistance at Hollywood Studios, and Flight of Passage at Animal Kingdom. And last but not least, it should be noted that one of the differences between this system and the old system is that there's no longer any Light Lane lines for the character meet and greets, such as the Mickey Mouse meet and greets and plenty of the other meet and greets. So you'll need to wait for standby if that is on your must-do list. My goal is to go to almost every single attraction by only using Light Lane around Magic Kingdom in 10 hours. I don't know if we'll get some attractions like Tiana's Adventure, so let's go ahead and start off with Undersea Journey of Little Mermaid for our first Light Lane reservation.
Those human thingies that make you not a fish? Legs! That's what this story's all about. Hey, where you been? I've been waiting for you. Oh, this is such a great story about how Ariel became a...
You want legal gloves?
we just got done with our very first Lightning Lane attraction, which is Journey of the Little Mermaid. I feel like it is a pretty good attraction for the most part, but when it came to Lightning Lane, we only walked on it, so that is great. Although, at the moment, Journey of the Little Mermaid is currently a 5-minute wait, so I don't know if it's definitely worth getting Lightning Lane, but I feel like if you're here early in the morning, then you'll see low waits for this ride. So I feel like if you are getting a Lightning Lane, definitely do the more popular rides for sure. We're going to go ahead and head over to our next Lightning Lane attraction, which is Dumbo's Flying Elephants. Now, would I say Dumbo is a necessary attraction for Lightning Lane? Most likely not, but there is also tons of other rides that we could do. I mean, right now it's a low wait, it's 15 minutes, but the only reason why I want to do it is because I felt like with Dumbo, I would do this, and then maybe do Mad Tea Party, and then prioritize some of the more popular tracks so we can knock out 3 attractions in less than an hour. So I think right now, we're going ahead and do Lightning Lane for Dumbo.
To make Dumbo
Oh, is it gonna work?
in the
I think my Dumbo might work. Oh, it is working. Now we're going up. Oh, goodness gracious. Alright, so we go down. Now we're going up.
comes to a stop. See you soon.
And I just got off of Dumbo. In total, we waited around 5 minutes for this ride with the Lightning Lane. Now, I do have to mention, when you're doing Lightning Lane, you will be skipping out on the playground. Right now, we just got a Lightning Lane for Haunted Mansion, and it says it's going to be at 8:50. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared that I was going to be sold out for today, so I had to get a Lightning Lane. And luckily, I managed to fill battle with the Lightning Lane, and I got 6 p.m. rather than 8:50. So that is incredible. And I also fiddle battle with the Pirates of the Caribbean Lightning Lane and went from 4 o'clock to 2 o'clock. So I think right now we are pretty good on Lightning Lane so far. We got through 2 attractions with very low waits. And I think soon we have Space Mountain coming up. So let's go ahead, wait for Space Mountain, and then ride it. And the next attraction is going to be Space Mountain. This is one of the more popular attractions at Magic Kingdom. And right now, our Lightning Lane is going to be called in about 5 minutes. However, another pro tip is that you can actually scan in your Lightning Lane 5 minutes before you're called. And if you're a little bit late, you have 5-minute grace period as well. Right now, Space Mountain's 60-minute late, and if we can see the line at the moment, yeah, definitely 60 minutes or longer. So I think right now we're gonna go ahead and scan in the Lightning Lane with our pass. So let's go ahead and do that. guys got off of Space Mountain. In total, we waited only 8 minutes in line compared to that 60-minute line for standby. As for the ride itself, I thought it is definitely pretty good. I think it has been more smoother as time goes on, and over time, I'm starting to like this attraction way more than I originally thought. As definitely a must-do when visiting Magic Kingdom. But I want to mention one thing before we head over to our next Lightning Lane, and that's the modify plans. Now, on the Lightning Lane, you can modify your plans, whether you want to push up your time or bring the time down. And for us, I wanted to bring my time way down. So for Pirates of the Caribbean, I decided to move that from 4 p.m. and as soon as I refreshed it, there's time for 11:30, so I immediately grabbed that. And then for Haunted Mansion, as I said before, we got time down from 8:50 to 6 o'clock, but I thought that because of time, I didn't want to be here until 6, so I managed to refresh, and I got a time for 2 o'clock. So I think right now, in terms of Lightning Lane, I think it has definitely been pretty smooth overall. And I think right now, we gotta go ahead and head over to our next Lightning Lane, which is for Pirates of the Caribbean, which is right now. So let's go ahead and head over to Pirates of the Caribbean. A little quick update in regards to Lightning Lane. I just selected one attraction that was for Big Thunder Mountain. And it said the next Lightning Lane for that ride is going to be for 7:50. So I got that time, and then I quickly went to modify it. And now I have a Lightning Lane for Big Thunder Mountain at 5:25. So we're making some good progress so far. But hopefully we can get it down way sooner than 5:25. I hope. I mean, I feel like for Lightning Lanes, people always cancel certain reservations, so oftentimes throughout the day, reservations for the more popular rides, especially Big Thunder Mountain or even the small rides, will definitely pop up for sooner. So definitely keep an eye out on that app. Up next, we have Pirates of the Caribbean. This is one of the more iconic attractions at Walt Disney World. It's a classic for sure. With Lightning Lane, it's definitely worth getting, especially since right now it's a 40-minute wait, and I have a feeling it'll be a quick wait, hopefully. Either way, though, let's go ahead and get in Pirates of the Caribbean. Time for ride number 4.
Where'll be Captain Jack Sparrow? Speak up! Or do you fancy a swim with Davy Jones?
And we just got off of Pirates of the Caribbean. This is our 4th of the day, and with the line itself, it was 5 minutes compared to the 30-minute standby line. So overall, I'd definitely say it's worth getting. Right now, we are at the Haunted Mansion. This is a classic attraction in Liberty Square. They also have a Lightning Lane entrance, of course. So we're going to go ahead, take advantage of the Lightning Lane, and hopefully get on faster than the standby queue at the moment. So far, the line doesn't seem to be too long, but the main problem will be when we actually get into the queue after the pre-show. So I guess we'll see.
Is this haunted room actually stretching? Or is it your imagination? This chamber has no windows and no doors. Which offers you this chilling challenge to find a way out. Our library is well stocked with priceless first editions. Only ghost stories, of course. They have all retired here to the haunted mansion. Actually, we have 999 animals. But there's room for 1,000. Any volunteers? Listen.
Serpents and spiders, tail of a rat, call in the spirits wherever they're at.
There you are. And just in time, there's a little matter I forgot to mention. Beware of hitchhiking ghosts. They have selected you to fill our order, and they'll haunt you until you return.
As always, Haunted Mansion is an incredible ride. It is definitely one of the must-dos at the Magic Kingdom. We waited only 10 minutes or so. So compared to a 35-minute wait, we definitely save a lot of time. And while it is definitely important to grab one of the more important light lanes like Buzz Lightyear or Winnie Pooh, I thought instead, so we can get more rides, what if we do Mad Tea Party and Fill Our Magic? So let's go ahead and head over to Mad Tea Party. Alright, it has been 3 minutes, so not too bad, but I wanted to have a few updates for Jungle Cruise. We just got that down from 7 to now 3:55. I got a light lane for Many Adventures Winnie Pooh for 5 o'clock. So far, we are doing great. Oh, I didn't expect to be swinging that fast. Oh, whee! I am definitely getting dizzy already. Oh, moly. Whee! Oh, moly, that's a bit. That was it. Well, that was a fun ride. I feel like for a Mad Tea Party, I don't think it's worth purchasing a lighting lane for this ride. Right now we have Jungle Cruise for $3.55, Big Thunder Mountains at $3.20, Many Adventures Winnie Pooh is at $5. I'm gonna try to get that time down, but so far we did Little Mermaid, Dumbo, Space Mountain, Pirates, Haunted Mansion, Mad Tea Party, and now we have our 7th attraction coming up next. So let's go ahead and head over to Frontierland. One ride we won't be doing today is going to be Peter Pan's Flight. Usually this is one of the more popular rides. It is an omni-mover ride where you go through retelling of Peter Pan, and it's a charming attraction. But for the wait, I'll definitely get the light lane. Our plan is to try and see how much we can do in the next 3 hours, and I feel like once we're done with the more popular ones, we'll see how we are by 6:30. Oh, it looks like the Festival Fantasy Parade is happening right now. I could have seen this, but I thought Mad Tea Party is more important. Oh, it looks like the dragon's going to be fire any minute. Never mind, didn't do fire. And we're now at Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. This is a roller coaster that's one of the more popular rides. As I said before earlier, this is one of the tier 1 multi-pass rides, where it's pretty much in the top 5 most popular rides. So I think right now we're going to go ahead, scan in. Big Thunder Mountain is such an incredible roller coaster. I feel like out of the mountains at Magic Kingdom, whether that's Tiana's By Adventure, Big Thunder Mountain, Space Mountain, or even Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, Big Thunder Mountain personally is my personal favorite mountain ride. It is in my top 3 favorite rides at Magic Kingdom. It is something that I would highly recommend if you want a roller coaster at Magic Kingdom. In terms of Lightning Lane, we only spent roughly 5 minutes in line, so compared to a 30-minute wait, it's definitely worth getting Lightning Lane. But right now, we just booked Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin for 5 o'clock. But right now, we have to go ahead and head over to Jungle Cruise because our reservation is at 3:55, and we can actually get in line 5 minutes before our time. So then I can get another Lightning Lane. So let's go ahead and head over to Jungle Cruise. Right now, Jungle Cruise is at a 50-minute wait. Jungle Cruise is usually one of the most popular rides, and because it's one of the more popular rides, I thought we'd go ahead and get a Lightning Lane for this attraction. So let's go ahead and board the Jungle Cruise.
As far as we get. It looks like we're at least starting off here in the
I just got off of the Jungle Cruise. In total, we waited roughly 5 minutes. So if the Jungle Cruise is in your must-do list, definitely do that because I feel like it saved a lot of time. And with the wait time too, it is now 55 minutes. So I think for the Jungle Cruise, I don't think it's necessarily worth an hour personally, but it is still an enjoyable ride that I'd definitely do if it was half an hour or if I got Lightning Lane. But I think right now we just secured a Lightning Lane for Magic Carpet's Aladdin, which is at 5 o'clock, unfortunately. So we're going to go ahead and wait for the next Lightning Lane, which is at 5 for Buzz Lightyear, or no, 5 for Pooh, then Buzz Lightyear, then Aladdin. And right now, we are heading over to Magic Carpet's Aladdin. Right now, it says it's supposed to be a 10-minute wait, but we have Lightning Lane, so I guess we're going to go ahead and use the Lightning Lane for the Magic Carpets of Aladdin. That's one way to get wet. Alright, let's go down. Whee! Oh no. Okay, I managed to avoid the camel. Thankfully. For now. Thankfully I was not up that. Thankfully I wasn't down there.
Stay seated until your magic carpet comes to a complete stop, then walk to the nearest exit. Come ride with us again.
Magic Carpet's Aladdin, I don't know why, but it was more fun than I thought it was going to be. I feel like Dumbo is definitely the better version of this type of ride, but I feel like Magic Carpet's Aladdin is still okay. And in terms of getting Lightning Lane, I don't think you will need a Lightning Lane for this one because it was always either 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I don't think you really need it, but I feel like for right now, we have a brand new Lightning Lane we just made for Tomorrowland Speedway. We are now almost to the 10th ride, and I really want to try and head over to Buzz Lightyear, Winnie the Pooh, hopefully Speedway as well. Hopefully after that, then we can do Fill Our Magic, we can do Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, and I don't know, I guess we'll find out. So let's go ahead and ride Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, because that's our next ride. Right now, we are at Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin. It is currently a 45-minute wait. And I thought we would go ahead and get scanned in so we can ride Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin.
Stabilize your flight path. Aim for the Z's. Space Rangers, concentrate your firepower on Surge's secret weapon.
I don't want to talk about it. We just got off Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. It is a very good ride. It's definitely fun for families and kids, but most importantly, is it worth the Lightning Lane? I would say yes, because in this case, we had a 45-minute wait in standby, but compared to that, it was a 6-minute wait in the Lightning Lane before it stopped for a bit. But either way, I think it is definitely worth doing the Lightning Lane line. So I think right now we gotta go ahead and ride Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Right now we are at the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. It is 35 minutes and pretty much outside of the tree. And we're gonna go ahead and scan in.
old. The east wind traded places with the west wind.
Hunter, come out with me. I should make you feel just great, doesn't it?
Rain went away, and everyone gathered together to say,
Hooray for Pooh, too!
We just got off of Main Adventures Winnie Pooh. It is a fun ride and it can get a bit of a long wait. So I think this is definitely worth the Lightning Lane. But I think right now we have to do one other ride that we just got. And it's at 5:35, and that is going to be for the Barnstormer. So that'll be one of the last rides outdoors that we have to do. And then we have Small World up next. Then we have Tomorrowland Speedway, of course. And then we'll see from there. But let's go ahead and check out Barnstormer. I just double checked to see if there was any more PhilharMagic Lightning Lanes, and surprisingly there is no more times for Lightning Lane, so I guess we're gonna have to skip this one tonight. It is so weird because Lightning Lane does not really save you any time with this ride, so I don't think it's worth getting it for PhilharMagic, especially right now when it's pretty much 7 p.m. So I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to skip this one because whole goal is to try and get on as many attractions as we can with Lightning Lane. So I think we're gonna go ahead and head over to Barnstormer. In terms of using the Lightning Lane, I think it is definitely worth using because this can be a bit long. And for a ride that's like a minute or so, I think it's definitely worth using Lightning Lane. And speaking about Lightning Lane, we waited only 5 minutes compared to the 35-minute standby wait. So I think it's definitely worth using for sure. But I think right now, we gotta go ahead and finish the rest of the rides. I think right now, let's just go ahead and rush over to Small World.
Bienvenidos. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del barco. Y cuide a los pequeñitos. Gracias.
I just got off of it at Small World. I think it is a charming attraction, definitely overhated, but would I say it's worth doing the Lightning Lane? only during the peak hours, but early morning you can easily have a 5-minute wait. So if you're doing it later in the evening or afternoon, then I would definitely recommend riding it small with the lightning lane. Right now we have 2 more attractions left to go, so let's go ahead and ride Tomorrowland Speedway and then watch Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. Right now Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor is at a 10-minute wait, and we actually have to get our lightning lane done. So let's grab our pass and tap in.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Laugh Floor! And now, make some noise for your monster of ceremonies, me, Mike Wazowski! Hello, humans! Very good. I'm Mike Wazowski. That's Wazowski with one eye. Welcome to the Laugh Floor. We like to call Roz the face that launched 1,000 lunches. Hey, why did the chicken cross the road? To get away from Roz! She's up on the screen, isn't she?
Wazowski, you'd better fill the can this time, or else.
Or else what?
Or else this.
Texas. Beautiful Texas is a small volcanic island. It's located in the middle of Guadalajara and it's famous for its sandy beaches and the Eiffel Tower.
Sounds quite lovely, actually. Iman, is my brother correct?
No.
Next!
It's not Iman's fault. It's the Texas school system. What are they teaching them there? I have no idea.
I can read minds. I'm what they call a telepathetic. And thank you. I'm going to read somebody's mind. I just need a volunteer. Who would like to have that with Edwin? Thank you so much for volunteering your mind. They're coming with the microphone. What is your name? Correct. That's one example of my telepathetic power. Your name is Alicia. Is that correct? No. What is your name? Elysium. 1 for 2. Okay, Elysium, I'm getting a reading that you are celebrating a birthday. Yes. That was not a trick. They're wearing a big sash that says birthday girl. How about that? Give Elysium a big round of applause. And I'll get a better signal that my finger antennas on top of your head, Elysium. Very good. Kicking it old school with the rabbit ears. I like your style. Elysium, rocking side to side. Shake that number loose, Elysium. Shake that number loose. Our minds are starting to connect. Now, Elysium, very important. Repeat the sound of mystery. It goes like this. I didn't think you'd actually try it, Elysium. That was great. It worked. Your number is 7. Let's hear it, Elysium. Look at that. We did it. We filled the can.
Well, I guess I have to promote the one responsible.
Oh yeah, what's my new title?
Not you, Wazowski. That guy. Give him a big hand.
And we just got out of Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. In my opinion, not worth the Genie Plus at all. We waited basically the same amount of time as people in standby. It's just that we had priority seating. But if anything, I think Laugh Floor is definitely a filler attraction, and it's okay, not the best, but I wouldn't say it's a must-do at Magic Kingdom. I think right now, though, we gotta go ahead, head over to Tomorrowland Speedway because we're going to be late for that attraction, and we have one more attraction left to do tonight. So let's go ahead and try to ride Tomorrowland Speedway. And we are now at Tomorrowland Speedway. This is one of those attractions that is not a top priority, but it is still a fun ride for kids. So let's go ahead, tap in. It looks like right now we will have a very short wait, hopefully. That's if we're on the left side, not on the right side though. Alright, I'm gonna try to drive and film at the same time. Let me see. Oh my goodness, look at Tron! I didn't see Tron at night before. This is the first time I'm seeing this. Look at that sunset. Oh, light just came on as well. Alright, I need to focus on driving, because if I don't focus, I'm going to hit someone. Oh. And I just got off of Tomorrowland Speedway, and thankfully now we are done with this challenge. We have done as much of the rides possible today, whether it's the big popular rides or even the smaller rides. But with Tomorrowland Speedway, would I recommend getting a Lightning Lane? I think that's kind of hard, because there's some times when the wait times can get ridiculous, like a 40-minute wait that I'd recommend. But there's some times when it's just a 10-minute wait, and it's not too bad. But I think right now, let's discuss the new Lightning Lane system overall. After 11 hours of testing the brand new Lightning Lane system at Magic Kingdom, there is a lot of thoughts. Now, in terms of booking ahead, I think it is a great addition, surprisingly. I thought at first I was kind of skeptical, but now I think with the new system in place, you can at least have 3 rides that you can pre-select before actually paying, which is a great update, so that then people can have some security in case attraction that they actually wanted is no longer an option, so they can at least still have some rides that they can get on to. And with the new tiered system, it doesn't allow people to then book up the most popular rides all at once. And if I had to pick a recommendation on the tier 1 rides, definitely pick Tiana's by Adventure, since that is quick to sell out. When it comes to the tips itself, I would highly recommend using the modified selection, because there's a good chance you can get an earlier time for a ride that you originally had at like 9. But overall, if it is busy and if you want to get the rides done in as quick of a time, then I'll definitely do it. But I think with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be a wrap on our adventure here at Magic Kingdom. We got to ride over 15 attractions, such as Monster Inc. Laugh Floor, Tomorrowland Speedway, Under the Sea, Journey of the Little Mermaid, It's Small World, Winnie the Pooh, Dumbo, Barnstormer, Big Thunder Mountain, Jungle Cruise, Pirates of the Caribbean, Magikarp Slide, and so much more. But I think with that being said, that's going to be a wrap on our adventure here at Magic Kingdom. Let me know your thoughts on the new Lightning Lane system. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you prefer the old Genie Plus system? Or would you rather have Fast Pass come back? Let me know your thoughts. And if you want to help support the channel, make sure you subscribe, like the video, and follow for more. And as always, until next time, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.